Hey y'all, it's Adila again, Celestial Beauty by Adila, and we're gonna do a quick face for church today. So I already had my eyebrows on, and I'm gonna clean them up with my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Deep Honey. That's the concealer we're gonna be using today. So now my brows are cleaned up. I go above my brows with my foundation. I never use my concealer above my brows because I don't want to get that halo, that light color above my brows. And I'm just buffing that out with a Morphe brush. And I'm going to buff the concealer out. I'm going to buff the foundation out. I'm going to get rid of that unibrow that I've created with my concealer. And I thought I saw a bug, of course, so I just had to peek. Make sure it didn't come into my eye. I'm buffing all of that out. I'm dragging some of the concealer into my brows to create a ombre brow. As you can tell. And I'm just buffing out all of that foundation and making sure the concealer on my eyelids is ready for eyeshadow. I had one eye done already, and we're using the Berries palette from Juvia's Place. We're just kind of doing a smoky purple eye. And I'm just patting that darker purple on there. And I'm going to transition with a different shade of purple and then a softer pink. And I'm just patting away. Oh, it's allergy season, unfortunately, still for me. So my eyes were a little bit watery. And I'm just patting that eyeshadow on there. Making sure to get it good on the eyelid. And I'm transitioning, like I said, with another shade of purple. And then I'm going to transition with a softer shade of purple, which is more like a pinkish. So I'm using two palettes, the Berries palette and the Berries palette and the Sweet Pinks palette from Juvia's Place. Now we're going on to complexion, and I'm using my Stay Matte primer from Rimmel London, which I love. And I'm really working that primer in there, getting it in there. My nose is one of the places that I like to prime a little bit more than the rest of my face. And I saw a bee. But because the pores in my nose are a little larger than the rest of my face. But I just had to make sure that that primer was in there. I'm going in with my Smith & Cult foundation in the color 480 neutral. Whew, 480 neutral. And although that may seem like a lot, believe me, it just equals to 2 pumps, not even. And I'm using my Instapop face brush from Real Techniques. Just getting a good blend on that foundation. And you do want to do that. You want to work your foundation so that you have a good blend. Again, I'm going back with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Deep Honey. And I'm using my Sonia Kasick sponge. And that is an airplane flying overhead. I live close to the airport, so that happens sometimes. I'm using my Sonia Kasick sponge from Target, which I love, 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 to just blend. And I'm using a patting motion or a bouncing motion to get that concealer where it needs to be. I love to add a little brightness under the eye. Just getting that foundation, getting that concealer into those high points of the face so that when the sun hits it, you get a ooh. I'm setting that concealer with my CoverGirl Professional Loose Setting Powder in the color Medium Translucent. I love this CoverGirl powder because it doesn't leave any white cast or any kind of color, but it does just matte out your concealer. Or sometimes I use it on my whole face when I just want to set it and matte it out. So I'm putting that in all the areas where I used the concealer, just to set it, make sure it doesn't move. We are going to church. Church gets turned up a little bit sometimes. We don't want our makeup to move. I'm using the Morphe face palette The color for that face palette is Deep Glam. And those two colors that I pointed to were the two bronzing colors. I don't use the contour color because it's a little bit too cool, and I like the warmth in the bronze color, so I use that. Of course, I had to get out Big Bertha. She's the finishing brush from DJS Beauty, just to blend it all together. A little bit of under eye drama. I'm going into a different shade in that Berries palette for the under eye. I love an under eye because I feel like it just frames the face. Of course, it's Sunday, and we like all things fancy on Sunday. So we brought out our Fenty Glow Bomb highlighter, and that's in the shade How Many Carats? I love that, as you can tell. I would put it all over. And I'm going in with just a bit more. We've lined our lips with MAC Chestnut, which is our favorite liner forever and ever. And I'm using the color Nudity from Live Glam, and just getting that in there. Face is almost done. Oh, lashes from So Chanel. Those are in the style So Spontaneous. And I'm using that Make It Last spray from Milani Cosmetics. And fanning it down, getting it to where I want it. Making sure those lashes are on. Oh, and we're done. And we're ready for church.